Evelyn is the talk of the town for being lazy. In the buzzing city of Lagos, her name trends in hushed gossip. Every neighbor, every colleague of her husband has something to say. Beautiful, yes, her caramel skin glows, her curves turn heads, and her nails are always freshly done. But when it comes to house chores or any real effort, Evelyn moves slower than Lagos traffic on a rainy day. Her husband, Chike, a hardworking banker, tries to cover for her. Every morning, he rushes out before sunrise, fighting traffic to the island, while Evelyn scrolls through her phone in bed, giggling at videos and updating her Instagram story. Soft life only. The gate man, Musa, shakes his head each time he sees her car untouched in the driveway. "Madame no dey go work," he mutters. But Evelyn doesn't care. In her mind, marriage was meant for comfort, not sweat. One Saturday, Chike came home early, hoping to surprise her. The house was a mess, dirty plates stacked high, clothes scattered everywhere, and the living room smelled of stale food. Evelyn was still in her robe, watching TV and eating takeout. "Evelyn," he said calmly but firmly, "this can't continue. I'm doing my best to give us a good life, but you have to meet me halfway." She rolled her eyes. "I beg, Chike, be too serious. Life is not that deep." That night, Chike sat in silence, staring at her across the room. For the first time, he wondered if beauty without effort was worth the peace he was slowly losing. But life had its way of teaching lessons, and for Evelyn, that lesson was already on its way. The following week, things began to shift in Evelyn's perfect little world. Chike became quieter. No more morning kisses, no random jokes, no late-night gist. He still went to work early, but the warmth he once carried had cooled into silence. At first, Evelyn didn't care. She thought it was one of those mood swings men have when life gets stressful. She continued her routine, sleep till late morning, post selfies, order food, and binge-watch her favorite shows. Then, one morning, the power went out. "Nepa again," she sighed, fanning herself with a magazine. Hours passed, yet the generator didn't come on. Normally, Chike would have refueled it before leaving, but this time he hadn't. When evening came, Evelyn realized there was no money in her wallet, and her phone battery was almost dead. The food delivery app refused to load. For the first time, she felt uncomfortable in her own comfort zone. Chike returned late that night, carrying only his work bag. "I'm hungry," Evelyn complained immediately. He looked at her calmly. "There's rice in the kitchen," he said, removing his shoes. "You can cook it." Evelyn blinked, confused. "Me? Cook? But I don't even know where you keep the matches." Chike didn't answer. He went straight to bed. That night, hunger kept Evelyn awake. She tried to cook, but the rice burned and smoke filled the apartment. Frustrated and embarrassed, she opened the windows, muttering angrily. The next morning, the gate man, Musa, laughed quietly when he saw the smoky pot outside. "Madame don't start to learn small," he said under his breath. Evelyn's comfort was beginning to crumble, and deep inside, for the first time, she felt the sting of helplessness. 2 days after her kitchen disaster, Evelyn was still moody. The smoky smell clung to the walls, and Chike had barely spoken to her since. His silence cut deeper than any argument. That Saturday morning, Evelyn was scrolling through her phone when she heard a knock at the door. She opened it lazily and froze. Standing before her was Mama Chike, her mother-in-law, dressed in a simple Ankara wrapper and head tie, carrying a small food cooler. "Good morning, my daughter," Mama Chike greeted warmly. Evelyn forced a smile. "Mama, you didn't tell us you were coming." "I wanted to surprise you," Mama replied, stepping inside. "But from the smell in this house, it seems the surprise is mine." Evelyn's cheeks burned with embarrassment. Mama Chike walked straight to the kitchen, opened the burnt pot, and sighed. "Evelyn, my son's father taught me something before he died. A home dies when laziness enters through the woman's hands." Evelyn frowned. Mama, I'm trying. No, you're not, Mama interrupted gently. Beauty fades, my dear, but a woman's value lives in how she builds peace, not in how she poses for pictures. She began cleaning the kitchen without another word. Evelyn watched quietly as Mama washed the plates and scrubbed the counter. For the first time, guilt replaced pride. When Chike came home that evening, the house smelled of jollof rice and fried fish. Mama Chike smiled at him and said, "Your wife helped me cook." Evelyn stayed silent, but her heart softened. That night, as Mama prayed before bed, Evelyn listened from the doorway, and tears rolled down her cheeks. Something was changing in her heart, something the city's luxury had never given her.